Alright, so the stream has started. Now to just move my mic a bit closer and then put out the tweet in the Discord thing and we're good. So time for... There we go. Let me change it to live chat before I forget because top chat doesn't really mean much to me. Put the notification in the Discord and then on Twitter, and I'm good to go. Hey Alex, now let me just drop this. Okay, there we go. So now let me phone. Let me disable my alarm, because last time I streamed I still had my alarm on and I forgot. Let me disable that. Yeah, dismiss. I've already started. I'm getting that out of the way now before it just blares through my mic on stream again. But hello, it's been a past couple of weeks. Like last time I streamed, I had gotten a new job at Jersey Mike's. As of Sunday before last, I lost that job because I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do fast enough, even though they told me I was getting better at what I was doing. And the 3 weeks I was there, I only ever came in for 9 days, and that's how they scheduled me. So like, I assume by the end of this week I get technically what's my final paycheck from there, which is going to be probably half or a third of what I made from that 1 week before getting, like, the last 1 week. So, yeah, I've been not great mentally at all. Like, it's been a couple of weeks. That's the best way I can put it without getting depressing about it. Hang on, is it overpowering? Shit, I need to make sure. Yeah, it's... Like I've said, it's been a past couple weeks. I did not, like, and I'm just gonna say it now because I feel like just saying it now will kind of lessen the emotion it gives me, just because it's been over a week. I didn't take it well because the day I got cut, they had wanted me to stick around before I left to discuss with me whether I was getting, like, cut from the team or not. And I was like, okay. Like, I was already worried, and I was, like, petrified in place for 20 whole minutes. And then I realized, wait, when she told me that it was 5 minutes until I was supposed to leave, they had me scheduled from like 11 to 3 that day for some reason. So I just kind of was frozen there in place, mortified at the fact that I may lose this job today, and I've only been in this place 9 times. And all of my shifts weren't even that long. Like, most of them were 5-hour shifts. And then they cut an hour off, and I'm like, oh no, what did I do? Like, am I doing that badly they need to, like, cut my hours already? And then it's like, oh, I had to wait 40 minutes with the regular manager to talk to the general manager who manages all of the South Carolina, like, at least the ones, like, within, like, 40 minutes of each other, I guess. because the St. Helena, well, the Ladies Island one, the Beaufort one, and the fucking Bluffton one, the general manager, the manager and the general manager talked for 40 minutes, no joke, meaning like the bus doesn't come on weekends, so I was waiting like, because like I can't drive myself, so I do have to get picked up by my parents, whichever one's available, usually mom. So she was out there for like 40 minutes, and I was getting impatient because after being petrified, I started helping out the other people because, you know, why am I standing there being useless? I may as well leave out helping people instead of standing there. I've already wasted 20 minutes of people's time. So after they finally stop talking and he goes to the back, the manager comes up to me and just slightly tells me, because of like the way things have been going, I got cut. And why? Like, at the time I felt because I was inadequate, but they outright told me, you're doing things well, you're just not doing them fast enough. It's not a case of you being shy anymore, it's simply a case of speed. And I was like, fine, okay, that makes sense. Then they hit me with the, you said you'd be able to do the grill, but you never touched it once. And mind you, everything I know how to do, they had to introduce it to me first and walk me through it. They didn't do that for the grill. So I assumed they were gonna walk me through that and just put me on there and then go, alright, well, we need a grill person, you know what to do. If no one's on the grill, get on it. Like, but usually there was always someone on the grill regardless. So it was kind of hard for me to get on that when you also wanted me to do register and also sprinkle sandwiches while also multitasking, which I get is the point of the job. It's fast food, but there's too much multitasking you're asking for me to do on what is my 9th day. And the issue is, I'd be fine with it if they even taught me in the correct order. They didn't even teach me stuff in the correct order. My first day was day 4 of the training regiment. I was on register. That's not where you're supposed to start out on, apparently. So I just kind of felt awful. And I tried to keep it together. I clocked out. I wanted to walk out of the building calmly. I couldn't because, you know, I'd just been fired for things that I couldn't even fully control at that point. And I just cried and ran out. Like, I couldn't. I mentally was tired. Like, I couldn't keep it together anymore. The stress that, like, the amount of stress I felt over the past couple of years just came out, and then, yeah. I'm, like, the streams probably, like, the more I stream, the more it obviously comes out that I'm a very, very emotional person, so it's kind of very easy to hurt me. Like, my skin isn't paper thin, but it's thin enough to where it's like, oh, that's what pain is. Mom's general manager got fired for giving away 14,000 of cosmetics from 17. For earning $72, she worked 30 days straight. Jesus! Oh. That's some shit. Oh god. Like, I'm sorry to go on this tangent, but it's just something. It's gonna eat at me unless I say something, and I feel like this is a better time to say it than ever. Of course, she starts having heart problems and turns out she needs to. Oh, God bless her heart.
Hey, here's another gadget I'm going to warp over to you. It's an RC car you operate by remote control. Learn how to drive like a pro.
I genuinely hope things get better for her, because that's a lot of bad shit's been happening to, for me, good people. Because it also does not help that I don't know if I can consider him fully a friend. It's just one of those. Like, he's a cool guy. I just don't know if he considers me close enough to be a friend, or, like, because that's a weird thing with me. Because I don't want to say, oh yeah, I'm friends with this guy, and then it's like, nigga, I don't know you, and I'm like, oh, damn. But someone I know who I do want to say I'm friends with, but I don't know if, like, he feels the same way about me, because I know I genuinely have mellowed out around him after getting used, like, actually getting to know him. Like, he's a cool guy. He recently like, he's in the hospital, and I'm really hoping things aren't awful for him. Like, he did put out, like, a tweet a couple hours ago saying he's still in the hospital and he won't really, like, explain until he gets out, but I'm just hoping it was nothing god-awful. Like, I hope he doesn't end up, like, disabled or some shit. Like, I genuinely hope things get better for him, too, because, isn't even being compensated for picking up the... Oh my god! She finally put her foot down and got a single day off on the same with people. 2 hours and yeah, like, I wouldn't say I'm best friends with the guy, but he's a cool dude. Like, I just don't want to overstep boundaries and be like, yeah, I'm friends with him. Nigga, I don't know you. Me, oh. Because I've had that a lot in school. Just, yeah, I'm friends with this dude. The dude in question. I hate you. Oh. Elementary school specifically gave me a ton of trust issues. At least I'm saying until he gets out and play. Yeah. Also, hey, Otter, like, at least it implies he will get out. It could have been... I don't like to think it could have been worse, but it really could have. I don't like to think about worse, but I'm glad Crim's at least alive. Like, he has a chance to live another day, which is great. Like, it's just... a lot of things are contributing to my stress right now. Like, I'm not trying to, like, make light of anything. It's just... Or try to brush things off. It's just... I genuinely feel like if I don't air this out, it'll kill me inside and not say anything. Because I can't really... Like, I kind of can't ignore things that are wrong with me anymore. Like, in elementary school, that used to be something I could do free. As a grown man, no. And I'm not religious, but it's times like this where I like trying to hurt people. Holding it in makes it... Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Because holding that kind of shit in hurts real bad. Because again, like, the stress from working at Wendy's fucking broke me. To a point where I think now I'm genuinely a meaner, more abrasive person, but I'm just much more honest about it now. Because I used to be like, yeah, I'm nice. Just don't be that guy, me now. Listen, dude, I'll be nice to you if you're nice to me. That's how it goes. I'll do you common courtesy. If you're gonna act like a piece of shit, don't be around me. If your goal is to piss someone off, don't be around me, because I guarantee you it will work. I learned that the hard way. Yeah. Like, it's something that I've known for a while. It just never clicked in my brain until I was a whole adult. Because, like, a lot of things over the past couple years really was mentally draining due to my own faults and, like, things happening in my life at the time. It was... There's a lot. There's too much. Forgot that's where that switch is. so sorry to just break the topic, because I kind of decided I'm not gonna do the double playthrough thing I did the first stream of this, solely because that would take too long, and I kind of realized I can just come back later and play it as Yumi. Like, I thought that was a good idea on the first stream, because yeah, I love this game, and then I realized burnout's a real thing. Like, I love Ape Escape. I can't play it that often. Like, I can at least play, like, most of them once a year, even though I'm not really good on that outside of, like, 2 and 1. Which is weird, because 3, like, I've stated it already, but 3 is my favorite. It was also the first mainline I beat, but, like, this would be my 3rd time beating it? Which is weird, because I've long since had it on, like, my hacked PS2 since, I think, a couple days after I soft-modded it. Like, it just feels weird saying I love this game and I barely beat it. Like, I barely play it. I talk about it a decent bit. But I don't really talk about, like, what I love about it. I just go, I love the game. Which is weird, and I kind of need to break the habit of going, I love Thing. Well, why do you like Thing? Me. Sometimes you just like Thing, and I get that, but my feelings for a lot of things that I love are just very much deeper. It's why when, like, something mid gets put out in a series I like, I feel extremely strong about it. Because it's like, oh, make me a visual novel? Oh, shit. I hope that goes well for you, Alex. What was I trying to say? I really hate it because I value what people have to say, like, most of the time. So reading people, like, seeing people do shit, I'm like, oh, nice, and then I just forget what I'm talking about entirely. That's what I was gonna say. Like, kinda, for me at least, I need to get off my ass and actually start making actual videos, because I didn't initially want to stream. Like, initially I just wanted to be that guy who did video essays, you know, like the 5 billion of them that exist. And that's not me knocking their content. I don't react strongly to things, I just want to enjoy it. Yeah, that's fair. I guess for me it's just, whenever I like something, it's very clear that I like something. Because I enter that weird state of either, yo, this is pretty cool, or the hyperfixation phase, which happens a lot more than I would like to admit. Sonic Forces Mania. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that, because I was excited for Forces. Then I watched a playthrough of it when it dropped, and then when it was free on PSN, I played it, and I'm not gonna go, that game is terrible. I've played worse in the same franchise and out, but indicated a huge bias. It talks part of me by the opinions of everyone else. I ended up playing Forces. Whoa.
You really suck.
I didn't. I played it years later after things settled down. And I just kind of went, this is... It's a game... Let's just say I hated Forces with a burning passion before and after it. Yeah... After at least is fair. I'm more angry at the story than anything else. The game itself was just kind of a general letdown to me. I was like, oh, you did what Colors and Generations did, but I at least like Generation. Because I'm not a big Colors fan. Like, I respect it. But it was just, I think, like, you know, I don't even think it was just the game getting hyped up as much when I was a kid that turned me off of it. Because people hyped up, like, a lot of things when I was a kid, and I still ended up loving them. Like, a lot of people, not necessarily I knew, but a lot of people like Sly Cooper, and then I played Sly Cooper later on and went, yeah, this is great. Haven't played 2 or 1 yet, but I like 3 and 4. Frontiers is the exact same thing again. I realized how neat. Yeah. Frontiers is funny to me because I can agree with the marketing tactic being bad. Like, there's no doubt about it. The way they're marketing the game is really weird. Because it has good ideas that feel like they need to be fleshed out a bit more. And I sat there seeing the initial footage they were giving out, like, okay, this seems like they gave IGN the really early build of the game. Oh, the first time I was ever attacked was saying we didn't have... Yeah! A lot of people were like that, because someone got doxxed for being positive about Frontiers, and I'm gonna be real. I'm just staying in the middle about it because I like Sonic as an IP. I like things that come out of it. I'm not gonna say I like everything out of it, obviously. Like, whatever I like in it, I like, and whatever I don't like it. It just is what it is. I'm not gonna shit on you if you like anything out of the IP that I personally don't care for, unless you're someone who goes, 06 is a good game, actually. I gotta look at you sideways. Because there's enjoying it, and then there's... You can have fun. Like, I'm one of those people who's weird. If I have fun with a game, I can't in full conscious call it bad. But there are games where I do have fun with them, where I go, yeah, that's bad. Sonic 06, I don't ever want to try. I may eventually try Project 06, because I've never tried that before, but other than that, I'll take the soundtrack, and I think Mephiles is an okay design. Demonized by a bunch of classic Sonic fanboys, unironically, they literally said Modern Sonic should die, and that it was never good enough. Yeah, I can imagine. I am very sorry. Like, I know I didn't have anything to do with it, but I'm very sorry you had to go through that. Like, the exact stereotypes of Sonic fans who know how to joke or irony. Close-minded group. Yeah. I can agree, and there's the reason I don't really talk to people who are Sonic fans that often, unless I know them already. Like, if I know they're pretty cool people, I'll talk to them about it if they care. Otherwise, Jesus Christ. The schmovement on this one. But yeah, unless they're like, let the Discord server immediately. Yeah. There's a big reason I'm not in any, like, Sonic-related Discord. They're like, I want to interact with more people about Sonic in general, but unless I already know you, those chances are very slim. Because, like, I can deal with difference of opinion, like, every day. Like, some people love the same things I do, some people hate the same things I do. I get it. Sometimes, do I gotta look at them sideways? Yeah, but most of the time, they aren't out of pocket. They just feel the opposite. Really mess with me, to be honest. I stick to... Oh, I read that wrong. I stick to more open groups when discussing Sonic. Mostly talk with the friends of people I know. Yeah. Because even as a kid, just looking around on the internet, I never really wanted to talk to a lot of other Sonic fans, solely because, well, A, I was a child, and B, I'm still not the thickest skinned, even as an adult. So, like, you're talking to somebody who was excited that Unleashed was actually getting oh, hey, people actually like this game. Like, not a redemption arc, but more so people coming out and actually liking the game, which just made me feel amazing. Because after years of being told, yeah, one of your favorite games is half dog shit, I'm like, wait, there are people who don't mind and or like the Werehog? They exist? Because I didn't see any of them when I was a kid. And I was like, cool. And then, every couple weeks, it would be, am I the only one who liked Sonic Unleashed? Or anytime someone would be happy about Sonic Unleashed coming out or celebrate one of its anniversaries, someone would immediately come in and go, oh, look at this crock of shit. This game is mixed reception for a reason. And I'm like, who asked? bro, if you don't like the game and people are celebrating it, who the fuck am? Like, I'm not actively going towards people who like 06 and going, nigga, your game is ass. Like, I'm like, if they like it, that's them. Like, they aren't harming people. I like the concepts 06 had. The execution was just rushed, and they were too ambitious for the time deadlines and whatever else they had. Like, I can respect ambition. It's just the execution at the end of the day. Like, I love when people are ambitious. It's kind of why I am a big fan of. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic Team, but that's why I respect them at the very least. They try. Even when they failed, it doesn't feel like nobody gave a shit. They clearly gave a damn. They wanted to make the best product they could. They just fucked up. So a lot of time when Sonic Team or Iizuka or people get shit, I'm like, okay, I can understand, but I don't think their intention was for the game to suck. I don't think their intention was to make the game not like Sonic. They're just trying to find what sticks and what people like. And yeah, you think, oh, well, there's a clear distinction of what people like, but not entirely, because, like, yeah, there's a subset of people who like adventure, but there's also a big subset of people who hate it. Yeah, there's a big subset of people who like classic Sonic. But I'm gonna be real with you, at this point in time, a lot of those people can live with not having stuff for a minute, because their games are the only ones that still get consistently ported to everything. You know, minus, like, 3 and Knuckles in CD, which you can emulate on even garbage computers, so they don't even have a need to be ported on anything. Not every computer can run Sonic Adventure. Not every computer... Well, no, most computers can run the advanced games, but not every computer can run Rush, or Rush Adventure, or, like, Colors DS, or... Like, there's a lot of things that can be ported other than classic Sonic. We're in, like... like the black and white logic. Yeah, like, it's something, like, I genuinely feel like that's something I picked up on in middle school, because I was still just mostly a piece of shit, but I kind of realized in a lot of arguments there's still more depth than just yes or no, good or bad. Like there's layers to a lot of things, which is why even when I sometimes take up black and white logic, I gotta sit there and at least acknowledge, yeah, I'm aware that it's not as simple as I'm making it out to be, but this is how I feel about it at current. And I'm like, I can be, like, even if I don't like the answer, I can at least be explained to why things are the way they are, even though I don't like them. Like, oh, why doesn't this thing get games anymore? Simply because it just didn't sell. And I gotta hold that. Like, I don't like the fact I gotta hold that. But what am I gonna do, deny the facts? Like... that just means I'm delusional. People insult game devs. It really makes me wonder how they would treat a family member if they were on the... Yeah. Because, like, the older I get, the more, like, I used to really like AVGN, and I know it's a bit, but the older I get, the less I kind of like it. Not because I think the content's gotten more stale, even though at a point it kinda has, even though I do like how James is mellowed out. Like, he just seems more mellow than the usual one doing the nerd. It's just a case of... either the joke's kinda gotten stale to me, or just... it's just a bit much? Like, I can just spam you with missiles. The internet popularized devaluing work and dismissing others suffering of a yeah! Because, listen, I don't like forces, but I can at least say, at the very least, they did attempt something. Despite the end product. Like, they did have ideas, they were just very jumbled, and they took like 3 years on an engine. and 1 year on the game, which must have been hell, because making a game's already bad enough. Making a new engine sounds like absolute hell, because that's why, like, engines are why, like, KH3 took as long to get out as it did, because they swapped, like, engines, what, 3-4 times? Like, and the funny thing is that, in my opinion, that game came out good, and people still shit on it, and I'm like, for a game that was in development for 6 years, that kept getting memed about being delayed and taking 10 years, honestly, KH3 came out pretty damn good in comparison to games with similar development times like Duke Nukem Forever. Like, KH fans really got off good in the grand scheme of things with 3 in terms of the game not being shipped when it's come out after being in development for a while, and then just no game garbage, waste of effort. I'm like, really? Like, it's not my favorite in the series, but it's still enjoyable to me. Like, I'm not gonna go, oh yeah, it's the best ever. It has its issues, but so does every game ever in the series and out, so can't really be mad at it for having issues despite it being, like, what, the 9th game or some shit in the series? I kind of forget how many Kingdom Hearts games there actually are a lot of the time. I know that, like, I follow the series, but I know there's a lot of them. Over 9 of them. And I think 3, like, canonically would be, like, 7 or some shit, if I remember right. Not counting the prequel. Well, actually, no, counting, like, Birth by Sleep. Just not any of the phone games, even though those are canon. And I kind of wish they weren't. But it's just the way it is. Huh. Then there are people who just look for something to be upset at. Someone said they finally had a reason to buy Frontiers because the team was crunching. The game was good, that makes me both happy and dreading it. I won't support a company who chooses to have like a... Yeah... Like, I honestly, my heart's out just kind of goes out to game devs as a whole. Because they got to deal with so much shit for no real reason. And then they still don't even know, even if they put their heart into everything, if their game is going to be received well. And the more I think on it, the more I just kind of realize, to a degree, not to a degree, but if it were anyone else, you know that meme of the Harada, the guy who pretty much made Tekken, or is... Yeah, he's pretty much made Tekken, or at least is very involved in it, Harada, the don't ask me for shit guy. He has the right idea in certain aspects. Because when it's things like with Sonic Team, kinda have a right to hit the don't ask me for shit button. When it comes to Bandai's fighting games, really doesn't have a reason to have hit the don't ask me for shit button. Because we're still in a pandemic, and online rollback is actually a really good idea, and there's people to help with that. But kind of just randomly choosing to go, no, we don't need that. And I'm like, okay, listen, SNK did it. And I feel like out of most fighting game companies that are at least big or big-ish, SNK has kind of been behind the times because they went bankrupt in 2011, and then they were pachinko-only stuff, or gacha, pachinko and gacha only, and then came back, like in 2016. They deal with so much crap, and after here, consumers are gaslighting them over their paycheck being null and void because they don't want to. Yeah, Izuka lost 20 pounds designing every Sonic Hero stage alone. The slander. Oh God! I actually never knew that. Jesus.
Hey, hang on a sec. I'm entering new morph data into
Like,
the
I don't look at developer interviews often,
This
but
morph
Jesus.
goes by the name of Miracle Ninja. It specializes in some very tricky moves, and it's fleet of foot as well. Master the art of the ninja in the
Second
training
level
room.
designer got sick and never came back.
Want to go over to the
Oh!
training room to try it out?
Our team used to work themselves to a point of being physically. Oh. Yeah, that's really awful.
I'll be back.
Like, and the worst part is that I can't even say that's entirely Japan's work culture, because everywhere has crunch culture. Like, it sucks. Like, I want people to put out good products, but I also want them to, you know, not have to die for it, or nearly die. Like, no game is worth, like, almost dying, man. Like, it's like hearing the, brothers who made Cuphead, like, and their team. They had to mortgage out their house for that. And, like, yeah, it's kind of cool that they still made it in despite of that, but they shouldn't have had to. Like, I feel like they should have been, like, they should have been able to do both. Keep their houses and, you know, work on the game. So I'm glad it blew up for them, so it worked out in their favor. It's just, things didn't have to be that bad, and they shouldn't be, but they just are, and it doesn't feel like there's an actual reason for it to be. It just feels like good people who had passion suffering because of their passion. Which sucks, because, like, as a kid, I wanted to be a game designer, and the more I look into it, the more I go, yeah, it'd be cool to make something somebody loves, but unless you're indie, and even then, indie would more than likely require crunch too, shit's kinda ass. Like, and even friends of mine want to do, like, development or at least some form of coding, and it's like, yeah, even a lot of them have given up on it. I've given up on it. Because of, like, everything it entails in the crunch culture, like, and especially with someone like me, I'd probably die in that culture because sometimes I end up overworking myself. And that's obviously not good. Really makes me more sympathetic for people behind products, even if it isn't the best. We shouldn't be. Yeah. Like, if a game turns out bad, I won't knock devs. I'll just simply go, I wish it was better than it was. Like, because I've mentioned it a lot on Discord specifically, but I am not a fan of Ninja Wars at all. I genuinely think that game is the epitome of mediocre, but I'm not gonna go, oh, all the Tamsoft employees suck at their jobs and they should be fired. Like, I'm not gonna say that, because they're good employees at Tamsoft. The game just didn't turn out good. It wasn't fun for me. It was slow. To me, it was boring. I didn't care about the writing because it kinda ruined the prospect of them crossing over by making a universe where they already have crossed over. And yeah, like, Project Cross Zone does that, but the issue is that with Project Cross Zone, I can kind of believe it for a good portion of it. Like, all the fighting game characters knowing each other makes sense. Reasonably, only Neptune should know the Senron characters because of Peach Beach. So why make it a whole separate universe when you still could have had the same story with OCs and just say game industry transformed into a more traditional Japanese and ninja-like place? Like, that felt like it was more effort for nothing. And even then, some characters are just kind of weird. A lot of time game devs can tell a game is bad. Yeah. Funnily enough, I do remember hearing about an interview where someone said, yeah, a lot of the time people are just aware the game is bad, but they have no choice to put it out. Because that's why a lot of licensed games end up the way they do. It's not that they wanted to make a bad game, it's simply the fact that the time they were given, they got fucked over. When devs actively regret releasing something in the state it is, it shouldn't be something that's... Yeah... Like, it's kind of why... I guess it's kind of why, in general, I feel like I have a softer opinion on most games than a lot of people, because... Like, I don't call something shit unless I genuinely feel that way. Because I'll end up regretting it later. And this has happened so much. I remember a time where I hated Nitro Plus blasters. I played it again yesterday. Didn't feel nearly as bad as I made it out to be. And I was weirded out by that because I was like, what the fuck? It felt awful when I first played it. Like, and that happens a lot, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I didn't say devs should be fired or anything, but I felt bad because I was like, I didn't hit the ants, not for me. I had it sucks. Like, and I was like, oh, they didn't, not like it's awful, not like they intended to feel weird. They probably wanted to fix that, but just ran out of time. Many people seem to think devs admitting and owning to their mistakes is good when it's just reality, and they shouldn't be put on a pedestal for calling. Yeah. Saying I fucked up isn't really a thing to get rewarded for. It's just like an acknowledgement of they know and they're gonna try to do better next time. Like, I get having the reassurance of they're gonna try their best to fix a mistake, but... It's just weird to see people just... Like, oh yeah, they admitted the game was mid. I'm like... Okay, but we knew. They probably knew when putting it out, and they didn't want to put it out like that, but at the end of the day, it was the cards they were dealt, it was the cards we were dealt. Like, I'm sure they wanted to do a lot more with Forces. It feels like they want to do a lot more with them, because those 40 levels all felt really short. And a good portion of them had decent design. Well, at least in my opinion, a good portion of them had decent level design. Like, it wasn't bad level design for the most part, honestly. Just some places were just forgettable. Like, it had good ideas, it just didn't come to fruition because probably time restraints. There's a monkey on this floor, I can feel it. You are a bastard. It's also an issue. Yeah! Because I'm not gonna lie, expectations are a bitch. Because I really wanted Sonic Boom Rise Lyric to be good, and when it wasn't, I got really mad. I didn't blame developers, but I was just really upset about it. And then I found out, apparently it was a case of Sega fucking over Big Red Button, and then I got super mad about it. Because I'm like, yeah, these were the Jak and Daxter guys. I really feel like they wouldn't have wanted to put out a game like this unoptimized, this poorly done. Like, it's not like they were duds or anything either. Like, people love Jak and Daxter. Now people use what the game lacks as ammo to dunk on it rather than... Yeah. Yeah. Because I understand if a game doesn't have something, but to me, it depends, because if I enjoy it despite it lacking something that I deem crucial or something that I deem really good, like, what of it? Devil May Cry 3 SC doesn't have a training mode. It's still a great game. When the complaint is it didn't have X thing, they already failed to be genuine because that likely isn't what is intended. Yeah. Like... But yeah, again, there's like a lot of petty complaints I have about games, but I'm not gonna go, oh yeah, the game is bad. Like recently, Shredder's Revenge. I like that game a lot. It's a good beat 'em up. There are a lot of complaints I have about that game, and it's not entirely from its design standpoint, it's just from an enemy thing. Like, I kind of don't like how the Purple Foot Ninjas are both Gaussias and Donovans from Streets of Rage. With the auto anti-air.
Oh my, what a cute little child you
That
are.
only sometimes activates.
Oh my, such horrible taste in clothing.
Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Tisk, silly child. Don't you know the mysterious traditions of Japan? You're showing your true colors, you know.
Why, you...
Temper. Oh, I'd almost forgot. Dear Spectre had asked me to take care of this little annoyance.
Annoyance?
That means you, sweetie. Oh, you're cute. How about I give you a choice?
What do you mean?
You can either fight me, or perhaps you could be my personal chef forever and ever.
No way!
Well, which will it be?
I guess I'll have to... fight you!
You'll never win.
Going back playing games I really hated and actually enjoying them shows me when my excitation and biases side to me on. Yeah, that happens to me. I notice every time I agree with someone, I say yeah a lot. I don't have any other starter. Cause before I streamed it, well, before I actually bought it again a couple of years back, I used to not really care for Ape Escape Humble Prime. It's genuinely one of my favorite party games. I used to hate Beautiful Joe Red Hot Rumble, and it's, again, now become one of my genuinely favorite party games. Even though I wish Beautiful Joe got an outright fighting game instead, it is what it is. Oh, I took too long. I've killed him.
Well, that's just
I'm trying to think of what other game I used to hate and then really came back and love. Oh, so, actually, you mentioned Sonic Heroes earlier. That's a perfect example.
Tomoki? Tomoki? Where is your mind at? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, Spectre, baby! I can hear you just fine, sweetie.
Those pesky humans have gotten yellow.
You mean that fat, monkey yellow? No way! Well, it serves him right. I'll be showing off like that trying to outdo me. Well, next time I meet him,
Hank.
Whoops! Was I thinking out loud again? I really need to stop doing that.
Listen up. New orders. You cannot let those humans get by you.
Baby, you know I've got a rehearsal after this.
Baby? Well, just who do you think you're talking to? I just gave you an order!
in handy. I'm gonna load up some new morph data for you to have fun with. But dear me, that monkey yellow. Oh my. That was one really weird body.
Public opinion or swimming to hate Heroes, but then I hadn't actually played it. It was never so fun. Like, Heroes has its issues. For me, it's just the physics of it. But when I got around that, because it's actually not that hard to get around, in my opinion, it really isn't. Like, it's genuinely a good game. Like, my only issue outside of the physics, I guess, would be the combat application, and even then,
Hey,
it's simple, it doesn't take that long, and as long as you level up your characters at all,
the Sky Flyer.
just
Use it to
use the
soar
strongest
high
one
up
on the
into
team to
sky.
kill everything.
Learn how to fly like an eagle in the training room.
Unless it's the big fuckers, then you need
Want
your
to go
power.
over to the
Then you
training
need your
room and
power
try it out?
character, but like there were a lot of levels in that game where I maxed out Sonic, I homing attacked everything, and I killed everything. Or where I just picked Tails, Thundershot everything, and didn't give a single damn.
I'll be back.
Like, I used to hate Sonic Heroes as a kid, and then when I took the time to understand it, I was like, it's not the best, and it definitely has things I'd change about it, but it's still fun. Like, I was almost dedicated to 100% that game when I was like 17. I didn't, because that means, oh yeah, I'd have to A-rank the chaotic stages, which are bar none the worst parts of the game. Like, I can't defend those. Some of the missions are fine, and then it's like, oh yeah, collect these things, mate. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I ain't collecting shit no more. I'm gonna do these, get whatever rank I get, and move on. Y'all can hold that. Fan perception's one hell of a... Yeah. Because again, fan perception got me to dislike or just assume things about a lot of games, and then I played them and they were fine. Or the opposite. Because, like, Alex, I don't know if you're a Neptunia fan, because I'm not as big of one as I used to be. Like, I can look at it and be, like, critical of it now, but I don't hate it. When 4GO came out, I was so excited, and then I played it. I beat it, I think, before New Year's or right after New Year's. And then the amount of nothing I felt after beating it was astounding. One year they could love a concept or release, then hate it 6 years later for something that was... Yeah. Prime example is classic Sonic and distaste for old levels and going back to their roots. Sonic 4 was well received. Wait, it was? I remember people shitting on Sonic 4 from the jump. Like, I've only ever played, like, the weird tablet port. But my only issue with it was, like, the physics were weird. Otherwise, it felt like an okay Sonic game. That and Dimps don't make classic Sonic games, so I can't really go, oh, well, your game fails at being classic Sonic. They haven't really made classic Sonic games. Like, Sonic games weren't really Dimps' forte, so I just kind of assumed when people chat on 4, I was like, yeah, but that's not really their field of expertise. They work on Advance. Classic fans wanted Sonic to go back, and 20th was actually something that was appreciated until classic Sonic just came back again every year. I can't say every year, but right. Because my issue is that those games get ported way too much, and there's actually kind of too many Genesis collections. And by too many, I mean they've put out like 3 every console. They put out 1 for every console generation, and I feel like they need to do what Gems Collection did. It was like a novelty that, yeah. Because if they did more like with what Gem Collection did, where it was all rare shit, like, I would have never heard of Sonic Triple Trouble until I was grown if it weren't for the Gems Collection. I would have never heard of Sonic the Fighters. I would have never heard of Vector Man. I would have heard of Comic Zone, honestly. I really would have heard of Comic Zone if it weren't for the collections. Like, I think I emulated it on my own as a kid anyway, I just didn't know it was a first-party Sega title. Even though it was made by the American branch, it still kinda counts as first-party to me, so... It was a Sega game. Nowadays, hindsight is just applied to everything as if we never knew something sucked, we simply remember wrong. Actually, that's kinda what I feel about a lot of old games. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, he doesn't upload much anymore, but there's a channel who used to go on by Smash Master So, and then because of a lot of allegations in that community, he changed his name to Near Chris, because I don't blame him for that, because high-key, if my name was associated with something that recently had, like, a big shit show, I kind of wouldn't keep my name either. And, you know, not wanting to potentially get affiliated with something that he wasn't a part of. So I understand it. I remember him making a Budokai 1 video ages ago, and I didn't care about the actual review, I just wanted to see his ending thoughts on it. And basically he was like, yeah, game kinda sucks. I'm like, I can't fully agree, because A, it was the first in a series, and B, at that point, high-key, it was, in my opinion, the best Dragon Ball fighting game they had. Like, our other options for more recent ones at the time were Hyper Dimension on SNES, which was alright, Ultimate Battle 22, which I'm not gonna lie and say I think it's good, but it's way overhated. It's fine. I feel like people will hype up Hyper Dimension on SNES and then go, no, Ultimate Battle 22 sucks. It's ugly, but it plays almost exactly the same. It's slightly more rough than Hyper Dimension. And even then, those came out close to around the same time too, so they're probably building it off of Butoden 3, if anything. And then there's like the Saturn one, which is also basically Ultimate Battle 22. And then there's Final Bout, which plays like Butoden, but it doesn't fucking work. Which is funny whenever I see Ultimate Battle 22 called one of the worst Dragon Ball games of all time, when Final Bout is either placed below it or just on that same list, and I'm like, Ultimate Battle 22 functions. It doesn't feel awful. Like, it's not good, but I can say I enjoy it. It has the same problem as all the SNES ones, so if you're gonna put it on there, you may as well put all the SNES ones on there too, because it's the exact same list of issues. It's also like the weird case of trying to think of something else that like everyone hated, and then when I played it, it was like I enjoyed it. Final Bout has the tightest input windows in existence. The combos work half the time. I do mean half the. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. In my opinion, Final Bout just don't work. Like, the music's good. That is quite literally all I can give the game. I like the weird marching band aesthetic in its music, because it feels like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it doesn't feel fully orchestral to me. Because of the MIDIs on the PS1 they use, it sounds like it's marching band music, and I love that. Like, I don't know. It's just something about that whole era of video games, hearing something that sounds akin to a marching band. It has a really unique ring to it, and I really love that. Oh, I'm going in a circle. You say Sonic Lost World for the shallowest reasons, like run button. When I actually played it, it became one of my favorite. I want to play it again to see if it'll change my opinion, because it's been 2 years. I remembered playing it and not being a big fan. I didn't hate it. I thought it was okay, but past World 3 I didn't really enjoy most of the levels. I thought most of the rail grinding ones were actually really good. Especially, like, is it Seaway Segway? Or something Segway. Or Seagull Segway. I forget. Whatever Segway. That is genuinely my favorite level in the game and my favorite song on the soundtrack. Like, it's just so serene and fucking calming. Sea-bottom Segway. Thank you. Thought about has an anthem for the opening and menu themes, so like, yeah. High key, they should have stolen Final Bout to OST and put it over a different game. But yeah, Sea Bottom Segway is really good. Like, before I ever played the game, I heard that song and went, why the fuck is this amazing? They really looked at us and said, they really looked at humanity and said, listen, put out the gas, no one will stop you. And they didn't. They didn't stop him, like... Like, Lost World soundtrack is also really fucking good, and I don't listen to it enough. But I still do want to play it again. Like,
Pretty good.
I also want to play Colors again to see if my opinion will change, but at the same time, I don't feel like it will.
Have you tried checking out the shops from time to time?
No, I have not. Let me do that. There's nothing really of value I need right now. So, hobby. Don't really care about the bonus versus guys, honestly. Fuck, it's Let's Go Out with the Monkeys, goddammit. It's the Toy Town level. Fuck. I don't like the Toy Town level.
I'll be back.
Because if I remember right, it's also the one with the big-ass car section. I may actually do that section first the more I think about it. Genuinely bugs me hearing here that we never got any good Sonic stuff in the decade. Yeah! Like, I'm not gonna lie and say things have been great, but things have been better than awful, honestly. Like, in terms of games, yeah, it's been dry. Team Sonic Racing was okay. Even though I was never super big on the Sumo Digital Sonic Racing games, solely because, to me, they weren't bad. I just don't really care for them like that. Yeah. I gotta do this level now. You should be done. Like, sure, they think that, but the ones who say this stuff have enough influence to make others yeah. It also doesn't help that, like, again, I understand the negativity where it comes from, because, oh, series I like isn't coming with it. Well, I'm sad about that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right to be sad about it. And you're right to be at least, like, cautious, but at a point it just reaches pessimism. Like, you're not giving it a chance to flesh out. because again, when Frontiers was showing its really early build, people were like, "Oh man, this game's gonna be ass," and I'm like, "It's clearly an early build of the game. Unless they come out and say it's the final build, I'll eat my words." But there's barely any voice lines. Like, things look pretty unfinished and empty. There's no guaranteeing the open world will be fully full, but I don't think it'll be this the whole game. And lo and behold, they said it was an early build, and I sat there yucking it up. I sat there losing my mind because I was sitting there like, what do you mean I was right? Okay, I don't even know if I can get up there. Like, I like Some Call Me Johnny. I like Nitro Rad. Seeing their initial reactions to Sonic Frontiers made me go, nigga, shut the fuck up and wait until more comes out. That also comes from the idea of what it should be rather. Yeah. Like, again, I respect a lot of the people who weren't really feeling the footage of Frontiers we saw, because, you know, it's fair to go, yeah, I wasn't really feeling what we've seen so far. But trying to write it off this early when I don't even think it still has a concrete release date, I'm like, bro, why even? Why waste the energy? Like, it doesn't feel like it needs to be wasted on hating it yet, when it hasn't even actually come out. Like, we'll see how it is. I hope they release a demo that's not at an event, honestly. That'd be pretty cool, but I'm a firm believer in wait until it comes out, let it air a bit, and if people vibe with it, they vibe with it. If people don't fuck with it, they don't fuck with it. People didn't fuck with Unleashed. I ended up loving Unleashed. Well, at least at the time, it seemed like people didn't fuck with Unleashed. They all think they know what Sonic is, but in reality, they grew up with nothing but inconsistency and no clue how this thing. Yeah, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, Alex. I thought about that by the time I hit high school. Sonic's always been inconsistent and weird. So when people go, why are they trying this? I go, well, the series has always been mixed. When people go, oh yeah, Classic was the only time it was good. No, Classic had so many fuck-ups in it, it's astounding it was still a series at that point. But it was still a series because people liked the character enough. Like the cartoons, the comics, even though Archie comics are usually shit on by a lot of people, even when they got good, like, there's a lot of shit where I sit there and go, when people go, oh, Sonic will die if this doesn't do good, I'm sitting there like, no, it won't. Sonic's literally the equivalent of a comic book character at this point. And that's not because he was in a comic book or has a long-running one. It's solely because no matter how many times you think it dies, it'll come back because the IP is just that valuable. No matter how much they fuck it up, it'll still be a valuable IP to somebody. And that's kind of what's magical. Because most IPs have a bad game and die. Like considering I'm playing Ape Escape right now, this is a decent example. People did not care about the Ape Escape PlayStation Move game at all. And the series ended on that note. Outside of PlayStation All-Stars, it ended on that note, and I'm sad about it. But you know what? I'm at least happy with Sonic still sticking around, because it at least means that at least people genuinely like it. It's not like fucking Bubsy. Well, Bubsy came back, and I was mad because I felt like that genuinely had no need to come back. Everyone who wanted that shit back was memeing, and when it came back, everyone hated it. It's like the main reason I don't believe in liking things ironically. Like, liking things that are bad are fine. You can do that. Liking things that are mediocre are fine. You can do that. It's when you put it on a pedestal and then repeat it forever, it just becomes maddening, and when it comes back and you don't want it, you only have yourself to blame. The two people who unironically want it. You know what? They're weird, but I'm happy for them. At least they actually wanted it. That's better than people who memed it back into existence and then cried about it. Links and like the environments have been done for years and it just comes back. Hecky ever saw everybody? Yeah. Cheers. They thought the games were decent at best, but that was it. Understandable. Like, I played a bit of OG Bubsy 1 and 2 as a kid, and outside of Fall Damage, it was honestly okay. It just felt like they didn't really know how to design their game properly because, you know, they were trying to do the animal mascot platformer, and a lot of times when you try to do the thing that's popular, you either don't fully understand it, don't get it, or just fuck it up. Like, that's why I can't really get mad at a lot of them. Like, using another game I don't like as an example, I don't dislike the devs behind Freedom Planet. I just do not like their game. Like, and it's not a personal thing. I just played it for 5 hours, and I didn't really care for it. It's not bad. I just didn't really like what I was playing. It really felt like they tried to mix Sonic and Rocket Knight, which is a cool idea on paper, but the more I kind of played and realized it the older I get, those two series have so much at odds with each other, because yeah, Rocket Knight's also fast, but Rocket Knight's also more of a traditional action platformer, while Sonic's thing has always been speed platforming, get around the level the fastest. That, and not to mention, Rocket Knight isn't really super momentum based, so having that with some Sonic based momentum based sections and having like actual enemy encounters with a combat system feels counterintuitive, because you got the platforming and then you got the combat, which kind of feels at odds because you're supposed to be playing Rocket Knight with a better moveset but also Sonic at the same time. And it's like, and I'm talking about Lilac specifically, to a point where I didn't even care to play as Carol or even beat the game to get like the other girl. I just stopped playing. And again, this isn't me going, oh, Freedom Planet bad. I just didn't like it. I wish I was excited for 2, because I genuinely think the games look good. Voice acting needs work, but I don't really go into a lot of indie games expecting good voice acting from the jump. But when they do have it, I'm genuinely pleased. Wait, did I get him? Am I free? Sonic clones end up tossing things in it. Yeah. Because Freedom Planet really feels like they had their idea down, then said, alright, let's add combat. Okay. Can you do that in a way that doesn't make it feel weird and clunky? Well, not clunky, but weird and kind of chopped up? No. Oh. I'm high-key glad I'm streaming this and not doing a regular... God, if I had to do an edited Let's Play of this level, I'd go insane on the car section. I need someone to talk to during the car section. It drives me out of my skull. Like, it makes me so numb to everything. Freedom Planet began as a Sonic fan game. Yeah, and I think what made it worse, playing it for myself finally, was consistently hearing people say it's the best Sonic game we've gotten in years. And that, high-key, pissed me off for years. To a point where I don't feel like I've held it against the game when I was playing it, But beforehand, I really took that to heart and went, they're wrong. I'm gonna be upfront with you. How do I jump with this? Oh yeah, it's to the side. Set me too like that. I haven't played either Spark game. I just know 2 is more akin to the adventure games, and my friend Sosuke showed me the way that game ends, and what the fuck? Like, it just becomes a DBZ game at the end, and I was confused. Also, Spark's a mech, which I didn't know before seeing footage of 2. So that was something to learn. Or, like, at least he's a robot or something of some kind. Or part robot, I don't know. But that was a thing to find out. Feels like when you make a clone, it's not good. It's not good. Your product is in its own thing, it's a mouthpiece. Yeah. Even though I feel like, hopefully with the 3rd Spark game, they're going to be trying to lean more away from that. Again, I haven't played Spark 1 and 2 myself, but I've heard people generally like them. And I don't want to put a game down solely because its initial thing was it's supposed to be a version of other things. Because, Ike, if your game is still good despite it being a clone, it's still a good game. Like, I could describe Assault Spy as a DMC clone, but it's still its own thing. Yeah, it takes a lot from Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, but it's still a fun action game on its own right with a lovable cast of characters. Ike, that game is goofy as shit and doesn't take itself seriously, like, ever. Like, not in one single cutscene is shit taken seriously, and I love it. It's genuinely a game that was made for fun. And I feel like the dev of that game really knows how to make a fun action game, to a point where the one he's making and showing off on his Twitter looks really cool. Like, it has flight and fucking everything. And I'm excited for it. Like, because it looks like, again, like I just said, Assault Spy, I can't fully call it a DMC and Bayonetta clone, but it takes a lot from it. The new game looks like practically wholly original, or at least mostly original, and I'm excited for it. Genuinely looks fucking sick. Become nothing but a comparison used to done on the thing, instead of just being good in its own. It's a sad thing when that happens, where the final product is just devalued by the discourse surrounding them with that. Yeah. That really does happen a lot. Fuck. I hate it here. Also, yeah, honestly, the car and the mech sections are just my least favorite part of the level. That's why I did them first. This one's alright. It's fairly... To be fair, all these sections are fairly short. I just suck at the cars. To be completely honest. Like, the car bit and me hating it is solely a skill issue and that they don't really control good, but... Escape vehicles kind of never control good, so I can't really get fully mad at it. I'll take the hit. Doesn't matter, I'm already there. The RC cars and Ape Escaper, oof. They're okay. At least this game has the decency to position it to make it top down for when you're doing those specifically, instead of you having to manually do it like in Ape Escape 1. But I can understand. I'm never really a big fan of RC sections. Like, I can agree that to me they're the worst. Like, at least to me, they're the worst gadget in the game consistently. The minigame in Pumped and Primed is alright, but it still doesn't change the fact you're using the RC car. But at least, you know, its own minigame is fun-ish. I still like it a bit more than Water Mech, even though Water Mech is still a cooler minigame because you're literally just shooting people, as opposed to collecting coins with an RC and then blowing them up on people. I mean, regardless, either way, you're committing terrorism, and I think that's pretty funny. I probably shouldn't have phrased it like that, but you know what? It's too late. It's too late. I've said worse things in voice chats that I don't say on stream for fear of scaring people away. Like, even as bits. Like, oh lord. Did I go in here? No, I didn't. When you died at 8 missile step. Oh! I'm still mad about that. Alex, I really forgot about that until you typed it. I forgot they really sniped me 8 times over in one shot. I sat there like, oh, there's gotta at least be like a small amount of iframes you get for... What do you mean? Hit me with the iframes? The fuck are those? I believe in die frames. What the fuck are die frames? You just simply died. You just gotta hold it. What do you mean I gotta hold? You just simply hold that shit. Oh. I don't like this die frame. Soul simply claimed. I just simply claimed the monkey's soul. It's just that easy. I'm still mad because I forget which mission it was. I'm still mad that I did really good in Pumped and Primed only to die in late game, like twice.
You really got quite a workout.
Like, I was really proud of myself, and then it was like, nope, you couldn't do it in one go. You died. Because for me, at least, when I'm aware of it, it's really rare that I do well in a game. So when I do well and then get bodied, it's like, oh, there's the depression kicking in again. There's the sadness. Didn't miss this feeling. Yeah, I kept screen snapping. The irony in that. The irony in that, considering I played it single player. Oh god, okay. Professor was wilding out. Yeah. Oh. Nice startup frames on your jump, nerd. Check mine. They're actually probably longer. They're actually probably longer. That really had a... Yeah, the Professor clone... Yeah, the Professor clones were fucking sending me up the wall. I was losing my shit. Because I was like, oh yeah, I should win this encounter. What do you mean I don't? What do you mean you just die? What the fuck? Oh yeah, also, before I forget, because I was actually going to mention this when I'm playing this more straightforward than I did 1 and 2. I'm not going to go back and get, like, why did I do that? I'm not going to go back and get every monkey this time. Also, hey, Bright. Like, I'm not going to go back and get every monkey as soon as I have the stuff for them this time. Solely because I've realized they end up adding more monkeys anyway every time I do that, so it doesn't really save me time. It just means I go back immediately after when I get something. Then it's not like I need to do that. These games are all old. People have written guides on them already. People have Let's Played them already. It's not like I'm finding anything new by doing it. I would swim in the ice water, and then I remembered it's ice water. I was really about to say, why the fuck am I using the boat? I can just swim ice water. Oh. Fuck, it's the elephant. You know what they say. Kill it. I'm not fighting that shit. Help. 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 Nah, I'm just gonna... zone it. And they gotta hold that. I won. Give me my prize. There were 2 of them in... No. Let me get the coins. Thank you. Oh, why am I crouching? I'm rich. Then it kind of means I get through levels faster by not fully going back. Was this the one with the Christmas section? Hold on. Get in the net. Get in the net. Get in the net. Hey. Yeah, this is the one. Shit, it really do be Crimbus. In July. Remember one time and on the loose, a monkey hit me so hard I clipped through the wall. It said run the fade. Ah! Oh wait, he's alarmed. Shit. Shit. Where is it? There we go. Oops, did I come at the wrong time?
All right.
Lord, all I did was open gifts, man. I don't even want to catch any of you. Huh. Does this lead me back to the start, or does it lead me back to a new area? You know, it leads me back to the start. Now I have the shortcut. I don't know if it stays after I beat the level, but we'll see when I come back later. Now the question is, do the gifts reseal? No, they don't. Oh, you got a gun. You got a gun? Nah. Listen, the other one had hands. You have a gun. You're going. I'd rather get my weapon stolen than get shot. No.
You really got quite a workout there.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, Brett, I saw the Weeby thing for the Ultimate Muscle intro. I still didn't listen to it yet. I haven't listened to Weeby in years.
I'm entering
I need
new
to change
morph
that.
data into the morph gear. This morph goes by the name of Genie Dancer. It can let you control a genie that's a dancing machine. You should spend some time getting the hang of it in the training room. Want to go over to the training room to try it out?
Did I choose now? Okay, no, I didn't.
Genie Dancer when you move, and also everyone will start to think you use this. Try getting.
Yes! Yes! Boogie! Yes!
That capture was in time.
See the jar? That's got the jar of the genie.
Oh, he has a limited range. He can move from my body. Which is weird. I guess that prevents it from being hyper broken, but at the same time, it's already on a time limit. Why does it need a range limit if it's already on a time limit? Like, same with the gun. Like, I feel like you could let me get with it from longer range. It would be fine. Look at that golden ape. Go Ookie Jeff. Genghis-Mon. Fuck everything up. Let's go. The level complete was on B. Let's go.
Looking pretty good.
Imagine capturing monkeys on beat. Could be me.
I'll be back.
What? What's going on?
Time for my favorite song in the game.
Gentlemen, we are proud to present the diva of the Freaky Monkey 5. Her beautiful face is enough to drive any monkey wild. And now, here she is in her first lead in a musical performance, Monkey Pink.
Now don't you dare mess up my premiere! Do you understand me?
Hi, Jimmy Neutron. Thought for my favorite song in the whole game. I am letting this play out. Okay, now I can actually fight her. I gotta let it play out once. I love this song. Why did I crouch? Oh, she didn't register that one. I think she usually... Yeah, she usually attacks you whenever you hit her once. She didn't register it. She took the damage. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of boss fights I go back to with the later Morph Data thing that will probably... I don't know if I feel like getting to it this stream, but... Either this stream or the next stream, probably the next one, because I do want this to be a multi-game stream. Also, don't ask me why I do the fight this way. I actively make it hard, and I don't know why. Jimmy Neutron is upset. Yeah. What's funny is that I never knew it was Jimmy Neutron's voice actress until looking it up years later. And the more I hear it, the more I'm like, yeah, that's her. Then apparently she's on like the English dubs of like Precure, which is called like Glitter Force or some shit in the States. So it's cool to know she's still getting work. That, and I'm also kind of sad she's not Coco and Crash Bandicoot anymore. Instead, it's Sam Riegel's sister now, who's also May in Guilty Gear, which kind of threw me off. And I don't remember her having a laser. I don't remember her pulling that. Like every other attack, I remember. For that. She open.
Oh, come on! Just give up! I'm getting tired here! Give up? Give up? No. I will never give up! Just let me capture you, I said! Never! I'm going off to train now. I'll come back for you. I'll come back stronger than ever! You've destroyed my dreams of becoming a superstar! For this, I swear you will! Hey, where'd she go?
Kay, it looks like that one got away. But at least the Spectre TV broadcasts have stopped in this area, so I guess you've done well. Come on back home.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I could really hear the Jimmy Neutron when she got pissed off. Like, it wasn't hyper apparent hearing it until she got really upset.
Tomoki, has Pink come back?
No, she hasn't actually.
Now, where could she have gone off to?
Monkey Pink had some pretty good songs, but you know what? I like Yumi's better.
Aki, you're a great person. I will fight you.
Maybe she managed to get away. Still, you were able to stop the broadcasts.
Aki, I will fight you on that comment.
Better luck next time.
You're great, but I will come to hands with that. No. Banana Heartbreak is the shit. I'm sorry. I have felt that way since I was 11, and I feel that way now. I love that song too much. Yumi's song is okay, but I never listened to it. I never cared enough. Like, it's not like it's bad, it's just... I simply just like Banana Heartbreak too much. I simply enjoy that song. Do I want to go up to Monkey Red? Actually, when's the next? Okay, yeah, this is the next level. I did 2 worlds. Yeah, and the next stream I can... Yeah. The next stream I can do Monkey Red set of worlds, the final set of worlds, and then start the cleanup. The stream after that. Because I feel like whenever I stream this again, it's just gonna be paired with something else. Because I don't want to do like 3 to 4 hour streams of just Ape Escape at this point anymore, because they still gonna be paced weird, but... So let me just... Wait, let me make sure, let me save again, just to double tap the save. Yes, I'm double tapping the save, just to make sure. So let me... Hit the blue screen real quick, then unplug this, switch over, or at least plug back in my fucking HDD. So I can move this shit off of my bed, move anything and everything that is not being used right now. I can wrap up this controller. Huh. OBS is like a little recording icon now when I'm streaming or recording. That's neat. That wasn't there before. Plug in my controller. And then open up because I kind of realize I don't play enough games that end up being on my computer. Does it need to... Oh no, it's news. I was about to say, does Steam need to fucking update again? Is it still doing that? Damn, how long does it take to patch the demo for... Like, Angry Japanese Neutron? Actually, I don't think... Funnily enough, I know Hikage from Senran's Japanese VA is Japanese Jimmy Neutron. I don't know if she voices Monkey Pink. If only they had the same character. Actually, let me check, because I don't know... I'm not familiar with Japanese Ape Escape voices. Let me hit up Monkey Pink Ape Escape. Okay, where is the wiki for it? Because they probably have more concrete information. I could check BTVA, but BTVA can also be more wrong somehow. No Japanese voice listed. It only lists yeah, Rachel Priest from European version of 2. Jimmy Neutron's voice actress Debbie Derryberry for 3. Oh, apparently it's the same VA for... Oh, they didn't change her voice in the American version. Her English voice is just the British one by default. So she always had that weird accent. There was an Italian dub and a Spain dub. Then again, these games had like all sorts of dubs, to be fair, so I'm not that shocked about it. But yeah, I'm not seeing a Japanese voice listing for her. Also, I really need to stop. I really need to stop leaving y'all on a black screen when I'm changing stuff. I realized I was doing that again. I'm high-key waiting for... Like, there's a game I helped kickstart well, not helped Kickstarter. It's a game I like donated to the Kickstarter to. Me and a friend donated to, called Detained Good. Too Good for School. That's patching, and I don't want to start a game while it's still patching again and make that take forever. Did everybody had an accent? No, it was Rachel Priest from 2. Because that was the same actor they used in the UK version, I guess they just reused the voice lines, or she was the only actor they had, so they figured, why get another one? And then 3 was published by Sony, and they got a whole different voice cast anyway. It's weird. Dubbing regulations are really weird, and I'm not gonna pretend that I understand them. Oh shit, that just reminds me, I gotta remove that one GIF out of the rotation. Hang on, actually, let me go back to the black screen and just delete a GIF real quick from the stream slideshow, because every time I remember that GIF is still there and it plays at a breakneck speed, it throws me off. Is it? I hate removing it because it's so good. It's such a good GIF, but I gotta remove it because it doesn't want to play right. There we go. Like, and if no one remembers what the GIF is, it's one of Mion from Higurashi holding up, like, the fucking waitress outfit and smiling as Kate. She's like, what the fuck? There's 2 of you? Like, that GIF is so fucking fun, and I hate that I can't have it on stream slideshow because it keeps playing so fast. Maybe I want to keep Hank Gwen unvoiced. I mean, that wouldn't really make sense because she has mouth flaps and lines of dialogue. And I feel like they wouldn't have that for a character that was unvoiced. The song just has no vocal. I mean, I guess? Hang on, let me actually pull up, because I know there's a ROM for it, but you know, I'm not playing the whole of Ape Escape 2 again in Japanese just to find this out. This is what YouTube is for. So let me hit up actually Monkey Pink Saru Get You 2. Saru Get You 2. Oh shit, their Japanese name is like Pink Monkey or some shit. I hate the fact I gotta call them Pink Monkey. Like, I really hate it. Is there just not footage of the Japanese version? Oh, there may just not be footage of the Japanese version anywhere on YouTube, oddly enough. There's a Portuguese-Brazilian playthrough. There's Spanish ones. Yeah, Japanese Ape Escape 2 Monkey Pink. Nope. You know, let me tab Japanese Ape Escape 2 on a different tab and just deal with that at some point and upload it, because nobody else will, apparently. What the fuck? Hang on, what the hell? Headcanon is announced that she screeches on Taylor when she just goes nuts. Did it? Did CD Romance just fucking disappear? What the hell? No, the site can't be down. There's no way. No, because I looked it up on the browser. Hang on, let me use another browser, because I used Edge a lot. That has all my shit on it a lot of the time. Because it was just up yesterday, and I feel like people would have mentioned it. No, it's still up. I couldn't find it. Like, on the browser I was just using, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it on Brave, but I could find it on Edge. Like, it's still up. Obviously not physically showing you the site, because crime. It's not like these streams would be sponsored anyway, but crime. So let me type in Saru. Fuck it, I may as well get like 3 in a separate tab too, because I don't really need to read to play most of the Ape Escape games, honestly. May as well just get the Japanese versions downloaded and then find the shit I used to load it onto the soft-modded PS2's hard drive and then go from there. Play them on my own and record that. Shit, I probably would do me good to actually upgrade my PS2 equipment too, but I can worry about till I get another job for that. So Jesus Christ, I forgot. Excuse me. That using browsers takes up a lot of RAM, and I gotta close instances of it, even though I already closed the fucking application. So you'd think every instance would be gone, but no. Technology really do be awful like that. Alright, so switch things, clear RAM again just to make sure. Close Windows Explorer. I am so sorry it's taking so long for me to get to the point. It's just that I really just went down a rabbit hole and then again, I haven't streamed in like 3 weeks, so I don't think anyone was expecting anything. There was nothing really, there was no real time to improve or anything. So let me, first of all, fun rabbit hole number. Well, that's good to hear. Like, I do get told by my friends that they do enjoy the bits they see in my streams, and it's just one of those, I'm enjoyable. Like, I never really found myself enjoyable to listen to or be around, so it's nice to know that at least some people, like, enjoy the shit I put out. Now, if only I could commit. So let me move this up. Move this up. Lower it. Okay. Because now that I'm not recording from the Elgato anymore, I don't need to worry about sound overlap. Oh God. Oh, it's a case of y'all can probably hear it better than I do. It's another case of it's super low on my end. Like, I'm assuming it came in okay for y'all, because, again, I can barely hear shit.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder's Revenge. Let's kick some shell.
also, just in case, like I did mention it before, but I very much have beaten the game already. It came in like, hey, let me switch displays to see if I can capture the Steam window. No, I can't. Huh. I don't think there's like a fat... Actually, wait. I can do that. I can just, like, Windows print screen and then... Well, hey, I can actually close this. Actually, I can get rid of display capture right now because I'm not going to be using that. Image file. Browse. Hit the screenshots and... Again, I'm sorry. This is... I am the most... I need time to set up. Fuck. I didn't set up good. So yeah, just... I have beaten the game, as you can clearly see. I have spent an unnecessary amount of time on the game. Way too much, actually. I like this game a lot, despite the issues I have with it. Like, it's still a really good beat-em-up. Let me actually see if I can up it on my end without... Up it on my end without it killing y'all or me. It's not going to be like a full playthrough. Like, this is the part where I just kind of hop around from game to game as I feel like it.
Select your hero.
I've also maxed everyone out and got every ending. I also beat it on hard earlier today. That shit was ass. Don't play it on gnarly. And like, gnarly is unfun to me. Like, early game, it's fine, and then like, what, Ground Chuck and whatever the fuck the other guy's name is. That fight gets worse. The fight with Bebop and Rocksteady in the truck gets worse. Shredder, and not Super Shredder, regular Shredder gets worse. So much worse. Because I don't find regular Shredder fun to fight, even though We Ain't Came to Lose is an amazing song. That fight becomes worse the harder it is.
Jaw-breaking news. Any comments?
Beat him up with voice acting unheard of. I'm honestly more shocked this game had voice acting. I know Streets of Rage 4 had a bit of it. There's still not hyper much in this, but what is there is still pretty solid. Like, you can say it has, like, as much as, It has as much as, like, the old Turtles arcade game did, which still wasn't much, but it was still a decent bit for the time. Even though I kind of wish, considering they did get, like, at least for the main Turtles and some of the enemies, the old VAs. Shit. I was doing really good, and then I fucked it up. Seriously, most just have... Yeah. Like, beat-em-ups with voice acting didn't really become bigger until the mid-2000s, and a lot of them kind of got written off because it was one of those people were either tired of the genre or were like, it was dying when it kind of was still being made. People just weren't enjoying them that much. Like, Urban Reign, which is a game I do want to actually play in full because that game is fun. It's just really hard. That game feels really good though. Like, and it's made by like, apparently like, Bamco themselves, like the Tekken division. And I'm like, shit, really? Like, and you'd think it's just, oh, generic Japanese game trying to be American, edgy times. No, it's actually really fun and solidly made. Yeah, it was trying to do that weird mid-2000s appeasing to the American thing, but it's a cool looking game. Like, it looks cool as shit. Like, Urban Reigns is Looney Tunes yeah. That's a way to put it. I don't disagree with that. I keep forgetting backflip is literally the name of the button. Why do I keep doing it as if it's not gonna put me backwards?
Any comments?
The ragdoll physics are hilarious, only makes it better. I just like the fact that it's basically Tekken the beat 'em up, but they fully committed it to it being a beat 'em up. Because I've always liked the idea of Tekken Force. I'm not a fan of Tekken Force. Like, it's always been a sick idea. I just never really liked the fact that, like, I don't hate how Tekken plays, but it's like, oh, I gotta play Tekken to play Tekken Force still. Like, it's cool. I'm already not really great at the base game, so I'd imagine my mileage out of Force would be even more minimal. Which is funny, because I played the story mode of 6 when I was a kid, like, for like a family gathering for a bit, because for some reason my cousins would not let me play their copy of Ken's Rage. I was like 12, so fair. Could have DP'd that. Death by degree. My friend Sosuke has a conniption anytime that game is mentioned. I know it's bad. I've never seen or experienced how bad. I'm partly curious. Like, I am partly curious as how bad Death by Degrees is, but at the same time, part of me doesn't want to chance it. Then again, yeah, part of me doesn't want to chance it, actually.
What idiot dropped this on the floor?
Many puzzles, lots of back... Oh. That doesn't... Like, I assumed that game was a beat-em-up, not... Well, I mean, Beautiful Joe has puzzles, but no backtracking because it's, like, quite literally level-based. hate meeting those in the air. They never work out in my favor. I still like how I can recognize a lot of April's animations specifically, because I just realized her walk cycle is Cammy's. When she got hit by the motorcycle, I know that was Cammy's hit animation. I played enough Street Fighter 2 to recognize that one. I know one of them is like the Darkstalkers hunched over her animation, because I haven't played enough Darkstalkers. I've seen those sprites enough to remember the animation. I really kind of forgot how to play the game. Oh, you can just DP the motorcycle. Huh. I didn't think that would be the end-all be-all answer to that. Oh my god, how many things can I get away with DPing in this game? Damn, I got hit on the way down. Damn it. I really hate when they fucking side switch their attack on the fly. I actually didn't point it out, but I really love how her win animation is just her dropping the mic. Yeah, unlocked Irma's side quest. I've already done all the side quests, so I don't need to care about them anymore. I just do them on new game solely because A, I beat it on hard earlier, and B, I need to restart a new game on normal because I'm not playing the shit on hard consistently. Ah. Damn it. Damn it. 2, 3. What is regular? Shit. did not mean for that. I forgot. Max meter automatically unlocks radical mode. Damn it. Like, you can tell that I know what I'm doing, and then I get clipped by something I wasn't expecting, and then I sit there upset. Damn it. Fuck. Man, come on. I mean, at least I didn't do awful like the first time I played the game, so... This fight still sucks no matter what difficulty. I hate it. Because it's simple, and then that. Like, I understand how the fight's supposed to work, and then this happens. Shit. There we go. I thought the stream went down for a split second. I didn't dash game. Actually, does flip dash still on? No, it's not. I don't use the stick, which is weird, because sometimes it feels like I dash when I don't mean to. I could have been using those to hit the thing, but I chose not to.
Any comments?
Destroy the turtles.
If only the mic fell on the ground. I kind of wish it gave feedback. I really wish it gave feedback, honestly. Just abandons it and never... Imagine what the news station... Imagine what the news station does sound like. The radio sound like right now. Oh god.
Breaking news.
Damn it. There's the case of them randomly being Donovans from Streets of Rage, too. Just, bro, hit the DP. Why? I just felt like it. Honestly, the whip dudes with time are less annoying. It's solely the purple guys. And later on the Blackfoot ninjas who kill everything. The Naginata ones suck too, but they're kinda bad, so I don't really care as much. These guys are... they exist. Get up. Damn it, I didn't even think I was in the way of that. Get in the screen. You get in the screen too. Wait a minute. Yeah, I was supposed to say, I remember this bit. Dicks. I was doing so good, and then, oh yeah, you got hit again. Fuck. Okay, this one I remember. But this section. Fuck this section. You're gonna hear me say that a decent bit. Just fuck this section. Yeah, you can just special through it, because you're guaranteed to at least have probably some meter at this point, but it's the fact that the monkeys throw shit at you. Damn it, I ran into that. I can't get mad at that. And again, the Donovan DP strikes again. They really said we gotta inject the Donovans into TMNT, and nobody stopped them. This is literally Scott Pilgrim, though the animations are similar. 16-bit Scott. I mean, I'm gonna be real. Scott Pilgrim, the game, was kind of already 16-bit. Like, I know River City Ransom was the inspiration, but that art style, it was NES-ish, but 32-bit. Yeah, that makes more sense. It felt weird seeing the Scott Pilgrim game getting promoted as 8-bit, and I looked at it like it's supposed to be 16. That doesn't feel like they're trying to emulate 8-bit at all. Yeah, this fight is I don't like this fight already. This fight's just unfun on Gnarly. Like... like, it kind of says something when a fight I already don't really enjoy is worse. That's also why I don't enjoy the fight. It's so easy to fall into his pits. It's also really easy to lose myself here, and I don't know why. So as I know, you can't reflect any of those either, which is fucking weird to me, because they count as projectiles and you can't reflect any of them. Like, projectiles you can't reflect even though they're singular still bug me out in this game. Because it's like, okay, why is April able to palm arrows back? But I can't palm back the missiles? Like, for the turtles, that makes sense. For Casey, for Splinter, it makes sense. They all have weapons. April's just out here throwing hands. She is strictly about the hands outside of, like, the mic stand. Like, the mic stand and the camera she has. Other than that, she's just boxing. And nobody, as far as I know, can hit those missiles back, too. So it's even weirder to me, honestly. Like, it's not even like, these might be the, no, it's not. It's not, I forget what specific branch of Ubisoft did Scott Pilgrim, but I can guarantee you it's not them. These are the same devs as Streets of Rage 4. Damn it. Just me getting punched in the back of the head. Fuck. Once again, bodied by ninjas.
Remember when I became a giant?
Yeah, I really don't like when enemies come from off-screen in this game. Then again, any beat 'em up when that happens, but I get it's one of those, oh, when you play the level enough, you get a feel for it. I don't. I really don't. That Emma really nailing those vibes. High key, the map, the HUD, the animations, that may just be a beat 'em up thing. Yeah, because Scott Pilgrim takes a lot from other places. Mainly River City Ransom. Which, honestly, it's not the best beat 'em up, but I feel like it's a good place to take things from. I can definitely say, in my opinion, there's a lot more bosses and just general fights and enemy layouts I understand in this and Streets of Rage 4 more than Scott Pilgrim. Shit. Get up, what do y'all want? Get up. No, I'm not done. Die. Get in the corner. Get in the bullying corner. Damn it. Once again. I knew it was coming and I wasn't ready. At least it's not gnarly where that mistake would have cost me 4 bars of health. This is the only way I can feasibly understand how to beat the big Mousers. Any other way does not work consistently. Well, it does work, obviously, but it's a harder time killing them if I don't do that. The other way is by spamming supers. I got hit by the aftermath of the steam. Streets 4 so good. Yeah! Honestly, it's the game that made me a Streets of Rage fan. Because, like, Dino Please is a channel I've been watching for a couple years, and I'm not gonna lie, as much as I can't share his sentiment of not getting mad at games entirely, or just there are no, like, being chill at even playing games that are actual dog shit, I high-key really respect him, because him keeping calm, or at least getting hype over some of the dumbest shit, is amazing. And the fact that he usually doesn't care about a lot of... Like, I care about a lot of modern shit, but it's kind of cool to see that people can still do relatively well for themselves while still being a retro game streamer. And not be, like, super well-known prior. Because I think before... Like, I only found out about him because he was one of Lythero's friends. And I was like, oh shit. He's relatively... He has a pretty big following, all things considered. Damn. Like, and outside of some bits in his stream. Like, genuinely enjoyable most of the time. Like, there are just some jokes where I'm like, okay. I get not hating a meme, but anytime I have to hear about a certain Marvel meme that's been popping up recently, it makes me incredibly angry. Not the rats! Can I taunt through it? Yes, I can. Wait, he can still command grab that. Oh no!
This isn't befitting, King.
He can still command grab that. I love this specific shot because of April. It's just the meme of the dudes pointing at the organic plant chicken or whatever the fuck. That's all I see with that. That's all I see with that shot of April. Just bro, the organic plant-based chicken. It's so strong. That and also, I know this is a Cammy normal too. That kick is probably also one. Just Chun-Li's Ten Shokaku. The knee, I feel like it may be Captain Falcon's knee. I don't know. Or probably Joe Higashi. Or any Muay Thai character who has like a strong ass knee. Damn it. Yeah, I don't care about challenges. I've beaten the game like a couple times already, and a lot of them are out of my skill range. I've tried my damnedest to beat the first level without getting hit, and I always get clipped by some bullshit. Oh. Yeah, that was the Darkstalkers one. Could have used them for... I could have used them for these idiots, but no. It's funny, because on stream I trivialized the Mace guys. Would you believe me if I said they consistently gave me the hardest time in this level? I get ready to dodge again, because as soon as I kill this last Mouser, fucker, I hate you. Damn it. This is why you don't give me beat-em-ups with combo counters, because I try to get hyper sweaty and get good at it, and then it's like, oh, there it is. That's why I had that addiction to Fight and Rage. Like, when I got it on PS4, because I was able to play with a D-pad more than the Switch version. And I got it at Steam, like, well, not on Steam, but on PS4, I got the Hyper Addiction mode. Like, when you add a combo counter to your game and it gets interrupted when I get hit, I get super sweaty about it. It's like, I love DMC3SC on Switch a lot. There's a reason I don't play it that much, because there's a part where I just go like, damn, I'm not good at the game. Bro, you understand patterns and can do decent stuff. No, I'm bad at the game. Shut up. Damn it. No, I touched the stink. No. Come on, Toka and Razor, you bastards. I like how they're not even named until the credits. Also, I'm just gonna say it, this level's actually kind of piss easy to do the without super attacks thing with. I just choose not to do it because it's free damage. You were beaten by a human woman, lady. The turtles didn't have anything to do with it. You got your ass beat by a news reporter. Just beaten by turtles? No.
Another missing robot piece? What a shocker.
Also, bring it up because it's easy to hear. I am still really weirded out by Raph. Like, I know Rob Paulson was the original Raphael, and I know in 2012 he was Donatello. It feels so weird to hear him be Raph again, because all I hear is his 2012 Donatello, and then I hear, like, also, like, a lot of characters he's voiced all at once because it's the same voice. Honestly hilarious how April's a different person every time, yet everyone else. Yeah? Because I think initially, like, I don't remember if in the original comics she was either black or based off of a black lady. And then you have her in the 80s cartoon, which is how she is here. Then you have her in TMNT 2003, where she's still ginger lady, hair's more reddish, and is just more like... No, she worked under Baxter Stockman, she wasn't a news reporter in 2003. Then you have 2012, where she was in high school. I think in Rise she's still in high school and also black and completely different looking. And then whatever they do next is whatever they do next. 2003 she was super pale? Yeah, she was actually. Nobody's design changes. She's the one that's who's never the same. No. I can say everyone else's aren't as drastic up until Rise of the TMNT, but like 2012 was a shift because they were more, like 3D models obviously, but they were the most circular they've ever been. Like the turtles were really the most circular and lanky I've ever seen them in 2012. Well, at least for Donatello, he was lankier. It's kind of like to me 2003 and 2012 are like looking at any 2D animated like Transformers show and then looking at Prime. I think Prime looks good. I think 2012 looks good. I wasn't ready for how different it was gonna look. Actually, can I... No, I don't go to the turtle lair. I actually back out and then swap out characters this way because I didn't want to... I like playing as April. She's genuinely my favorite character in the game to play. I just didn't want to play as her the whole time I'm on this one. I did not want to back out. Welcome to my stream where I can't control the game correctly.
Mondo Notion, dude.
I'm just... I keep playing this game. I'm just kind of glad Mikey's not the worst. Because, like, if anyone's played, like, the 2003 console games, Mikey sucks. That wasn't Cowabunga. Yeah, 80s Mikey said... He's had a lot of weird catchphrases in the 80s one from what I remember. Like, I'm just glad Mikey's good in this game. Like, he's not the best in my opinion,
Special delivery.
but he feels like a combo mad character. And that's what I'm here for. And then I get DP'd out of the air, and then I hate life. And then I get knocked into a pit. As you can see, I clearly hate the purple ninja for being Donovan. Oh, that's how I do that. Like, I think my issue is A, his sliding attack doesn't go through enemies, it stops on the first hit.
Special delivery.
And B, they gave him a Chun-Li stomp. When you give a character I actually enjoy a Chun-Li stomp, I have to play them. I haven't played him since the first day the game came out, so... Mikey's actually the character I've spent the least amount of time with other than Donatello. This man spoke a different language and he chose him the Mondo Notion. He had to hit him with the Mondo Cool. How? Game, how did you delay them that far? I need to know your tech. I really don't like how that DP is because it feels so much slower than when it actually comes out. See, you can... I was gonna say you can jump on them, but he smacked me. I didn't know you could just... White ninjas are weird, because sometimes they can be bastards and other times they can just be normal. A lot of the time they're just bastards. And then they do that, which makes them fair. And then they start blocking again. And then I hate life. A lot of enemies can be described as, they got smart and I hate them. Yeah, there it is. Ow. Yeah, I don't like how fast they are on the draw with that counter. And watch this one easy gamer trick. Ow. I mean, the more I realize it, the more I realize Mikey actually does play a good bit differently from everyone else. I'm just happy he's not garbage, but if you noticed, I kinda can go apeshit with April and still be okay. I play Mikey and then things fall apart. Love him to death, he's my boy. I don't think God wants me to play him. How did that whiff? Oh yeah, he also said Monfrere a lot.
Come on, let's go!
Always use Leo. Understandable. Leo's kind of been consistently good in like everything from what I remember. From every TMNT game I've played. I still think about how Tournament Fighters on SNES made Mikey a charge character, and kind of disturbs me to my core.
Panic in the sky.
Just, oh yeah, Michelangelo, the party dude. Make him a charge character. Slice and dot. Oh god. Wait a minute. He can use his aerial attack in the air. What the f... Can other characters do that, actually? I already fucked up. I fucked up because I wanted to do tech. I hate it here. Like, it sounds like a stupid thing, but... What do you mean that's just air okay for him? Oh god. Yeah, I did beat the console version of the first 2003 game last year. There's Slice and Dice, there was Eat Feet, and there's Let's Play Stickball. I be the stick, you be the ball. I forget what Raph says. I did not play Raph at all. Well, at least I did, I just don't remember what he says. Now I'm mad. Oh. Out of all voice clips to reuse ad nauseum, Now I'm Mad is the weakest one out of all of them. There's also the fact that Casey was an unlockable character who couldn't use shurikens, so anytime you press the shuriken button, he would just go, Casey Jones is on the job. It's the best and worst thing in human history. Now where the fuck? Raph was infinitely mad. Yeah, that sounds like Raph. Stop. Yeah, Mikey's a character I like. In this game, I can't play him. I think I'll make this the last level before I move on, because I said it wasn't supposed to be like a full playthrough, as I'm like halfway through the game. Also, I was shocked to find out this is what Wingnut looked like. Because I've only ever seen him in Tournament Fighters and SNES, so I've only seen that design of him. So seeing this design threw me off. Jesus. I thought he said my rings. I was about to say, what the fuck?
Down there, by the beach.
I really thought he said my rings, Miku. He dropped his KFC. Alright, so let me... Oh yeah, I gotta reopen. I closed the Steam page to think, because I thought it would make the game run better. So let me switch out games real quick. The real question is, what the fuck do I feel like? Actually, you know what? Haven't touched X2 in a minute. Why not? Oh yeah, I also gotta move that into my favorites. Hang on. Oh god, now I gotta remember how to play X2 live on stream. This is a conundrum. Oh yeah, I did get it in May. Oh god. I am so sorry. I did not think it would be maxed out. Well, Luminous Avenger X2, I can't entirely call it a spin-off of Gunvolt. Like, I only call it X2 because I don't like saying the whole title. Like, I think the name is cool. I just call it X2.
I want to show everyone how helpful
Never heard someone pronounce. I mean,
Please leave the support to me.
Your camera is acting all weird again.
never heard someone pronounce it that way. I mean, I've always said it X2, and everyone I've talked to usually says it that way. Like, do people just say IX? That's a genuine question. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone, just... Like, I've always read it as Luminous Avenger X. And even when they dubbed 2, people called it Luminous Avenger X, so I was like, oh, so that's just official, I guess. Then again, I don't remember if in 1 if they ever say it, since that's still all Japanese. Is G or G? Huh? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Gee, how would you get that? Like, if it was XI, I'd get it. Like, if it was XI instead of IX, I'd understand, but... Oh yeah, I gotta remember how this game plays. Also, I have... Also, the game's not supposed to be played like this. Like, the aerial combos aren't really supposed to be like that, solely because there's a DLC collaboration fight with a game called Dusk Diver 2, which, you know, I was streaming the original and then I kind of just lost steam. I just wasn't, I liked the game, I just wasn't feeling streaming it. And I was kind of shocked to see, oh, that's cool. Cross-promotional DLC. Also, this form doesn't usually activate until you get like over 1,000 kudos. Why am I activating if I don't? I could have kept it going, but... Oh yeah, you just fight Epsilon here, so there's no like weapon weakness. Overdrive. Damn it. Got hit. Yeah. Honestly, that first level run was pretty clean for someone who... Like, again, for some reason with Ix and Ix2, despite me liking them the most...
We gotta find a way back soon.
Like, despite me liking this and X1 the most in the Gunvolt games, I don't play them that often. I spent the most time in Gunvolts 1 and 2 solely because A, to me they were harder, and B, I don't know why 2 is the one I have the most time clocked in. But actually, speaking of Dusk Diver 2, and Dusk Diver, let me do the DLC fight because I genuinely do love this fight. That, and it allows you to play the game like Copen would in X1. My number 9 is fuck. You know, I'm gonna be real. I've never had an interest in the game ever since seeing it.
哇，这眼神又拿着电锯，是附身者吗？
Also, this threw me for a loop because this game made me realize I haven't played Gunvolt or Mighty Gunvolt, but I'm gonna be real with you. Gunvolt 1 is good. 2, I like the levels, not the boss fights. Mighty Gunvolt Burst, you can ignore that game's existence. I don't mind classic Mega Man. It just reminds me of the worst of classic Mega Man, and I don't enjoy Gunvolt Burst. Like, I wanted to like it. His 9 lives is funnier than 3. Understandable. But, this fight threw me off because I realized, oh, Dustclaver is originally a Taiwanese game, meaning the game was originally recorded in Chinese. So I thought, you know, this game has an English track and a Japanese audio track, so they'll just get her Japanese voice actors, Rina Sato. No, they got her original Taiwan VA, which I really appreciate. Standard 3 lives makes it harder to learn the stages and bosses.
A human? What are you doing here?
That, and also you get the Tekken thing of this character speaks another language, Copen.
而且无法沟通。
Word?
果然是附身者。
I guess it's coming down to a fight.
暴打麦上。
I didn't actually need to play both Dustclaver 1 and 2 in, like, the original language at some point. Hey, she doesn't activate D-arms until the last part. There it is. I should probably eventually get the other fights. That did a good chunk. I also like how this fight doesn't end in her dying. Like, it's like a clear case of, oh shit, we gotta run the fade. Alright. Like, I was worried because, you know, game inspired from something Mega Man related. Oh yeah, when bosses get fought, they fucking explode.
I know you don't.
I love Yumo to death. I would have cried.
Join me for dinner.
I may be new to this, but please feel free to request anything of me. Yes, I'll get right.
Where's the... Oh, they don't have Igniter from 1, do they? Gunvolt on... Oh no, they kept that translation for the ports. The meme translations are very much still a thing. Gunvolt 1 and 2's translations are still the same. Yeah, I did do the boss rush. You know what? Brigade Mark II. Brigade Mark II is a cool fight.
Mission start.
to the end, so it's come to this.
The director's cut that paused the gameplay for dialogue as you change it.
Terminal detonation.
They did? It's weird because the Steam version didn't have anything like that.
Captain.
We'll annihilate you.
Will this do enough damage? I don't think it will. But it'll be funny to try. No one.
No! Not again.
You got
High quality boss
you got
fights.
Woohoo! Rank S! You'll always be our hero, Copen. You got rank S. That was a splendid battle.
Dayside is a funny boss the more I realize.
Mission start.
Wait, did I start on the... No, wrong one.
Rolling Ripper, Optic Fin Anchor, Nixon, Whirling Chopper.
You ever seen a boss that just gets DP'd? Wrong button.
This weapon is really effective. Keep it coming.
You're pretty good.
Again, you ever just see a boss that's susceptible to catching a fucking DP? While having a DP. The irony in that.
Ready to unleash. Armageddon Ray!
Okay.
That burned me out.
Like, I could probably fight him normally, but I hate him. He was the first boss I attempted, and I spent so long on trying to beat him and learning the game on his stage, I just murder him. I don't even care for doing it good, I just like killing him fast.
I can sense that there is a great deal of trust between you and Kohaku.
Where's the bee? The bee lady's fight is also... Vespa's fight is also funny.
Mission start.
Where's Anchor? There it is. Because you just pop this, dash into her, and then you're done. That's the whole fight. It is hilarious. But you know what? I do want to try and fight her at least once straight on.
This is merely a scratch. Come on. You once more. Keep it going. It's my time to shine. Good. You're finished. How dare you? Prepare yourself.
It didn't sound like a scratch. Just a scratch. You got drilled in the chest, lady. You're dead. No, just a scratch. Don't worry about it. Shut up.
There's more to come. Hope you have an umbrella.
Okay. I don't know how to feasibly dodge that part.
What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing?
Also, it doesn't end until you touch the ground.
This is so
When you kill any boss, the fight doesn't end until you touch the ground. And that's kind of hilarious. Like, that feels like it doesn't, like, it's not a glitch. But I kind of wish they patched that out to where you're just, like, it just stops all input. Because when you're on the ground, it stops all input. When you're in the air, you can still do stuff.
I may be new to this, but please feel free.
There, my controller, yeah, it disconnected again. Veskrom. Oh yeah, that's the guy in the giant mech. I actually do want to know how to fight him, because I don't think I've ever bothered actually learning.
Optic barrier! Rolling Ripper! Optic barrier!
Was this as well? Oh no. Oh, Veskrom was the tag fight. I didn't have this weapon before.
Keep it coming! Watch closely! I'll obliterate you!
Let's go, Vespa!
Oh yeah, this is where they combine.
Connection?
Complete!
Super onslaught!
Morgana's with you. I don't remember. I don't think.
True power!
Also, I have like the armor upgrade that allows me to just stand still and take 1 damage from attacks. I don't really like playing the game that way, solely because a lot of attacks I know I can dodge and just feels cheap. And then there's stuff like that.
Try this, won't you? Once more!
We'll annihilate them.
And yeah, healing is infinite in regular mode unless you unlock hard, but I'm not doing that. I'm killing them.
They really are the best duo.
You what? Will this kill me? No. If I remember right. I got caught in the suicide blast. Damn it. But I barely survived. I honestly just wanted to do that fight without healing. Probably was an ass rank though. What? What? Huh? What do you mean that? Huh? What do you mean that was the best rank in the game? I did better on Brigade Mark II and I didn't get an X. What? I guess we take those? We take those.
Amazing! You got the highest rank. I'll start preparing for the celebration.
Max rank! How are we supposed to celebrate? I can't bake a cake here.
How the fuck? I don't even remember how to fight them. Actually, how do I fight Hale?
Mission start.
Because I remember...
Rolling Ripper! Gatling Blink Cryo! Doomsday Charge!
Yeah, it's Doomsday Charge.
This is not good. This one's extra frosty.
Man, please no.
Rigid stasis.
Which one is this?
These hurt, you know.
Fuck it. This one.
Freeze. These hurt, you know. Now,
There's a reason I have the hyper guard, because some of these attacks are just...
how is that? Oh,
We'll annihilate you. Lola, limiters off.
Scum.
sweet dreams.
Another... Okay. So it's just facing them straight the way you get X ranks? With, like, I guess the occasional... Then again, I don't even know if I hit her with a weakness, because I remember the fireball being her weakness. But you take those. I take those.
Copen, that was amazing! Congrats on getting the highest rank! Congratulations on achieving the highest rank! I'm so proud of you!
Autochrome was the guy in the giant mech, wasn't he? There's Brigade Mark 1.
Mission start.
I kind of forget how Brigade 1 goes. No, Brigade 1 was in the mech. Okay.
Ballistic shield. You better be ready. On guard. I will hold the line. Ballistic shield. You better be ready. On guard.
Get ready. Okay.
Ballistic shield. You better be ready. On guard.
And then he gets out of it.
I must steel myself.
Then he becomes raw.
Full operation.
he becomes raw. Then we just have to kill him hard.
See you soon, Captain.
I'm not gonna lie, being able to play a lot of these fights like X1 thanks to the Yumo fight makes a lot of them a lot easier, but it's still difficult. Like, not hyper difficult, still just like, it's still like tough. It's still gonna be hard to get away with anything like a perfect. But it's not gonna be hard to get away with an X! Apparently! Did I awaken some god skill after playing too much Shredder's Revenge or something?
Congratulations on achieving the highest rank X! I knew that Mr. Luminous Avenger X could pull it off. Congratulations on achieving the highest...
Did I just become cracked at some point? Yeah, because that wasn't even using weaknesses. So if I beat him straight and beat him fast enough and kill them with Colossal Maelstrom, that's just big points. That's just big points.
This is merely a scratch. It's my time to shine. You're finished.
Damn it.
Come on. Watch closely. I'll obliterate you.
Yeah, I gotta get to the other side on that one.
It's my time to shine. You're finished.
Damn, still got a snipe.
Prepare yourself. Stinger turret.
Oh no, she's gonna pirate.
Change complete. There's more to come. Initiating override. Hope you have an umbrella.
I'm not watching shit, lady. Die. I'm fucking blind. I survived the DM, that's enough.
This is so
Wait, I never Razor's Edge dress book? Actually, wait a minute. Can I? Razor Edge Mother? Do I don't feel like I want to do that. Damn.
rank X. That's the highest rank. You did an incredible job, Copen. Copen, that was amazing. Congrats on getting the highest rank.
Also, if you're wondering, I just like this Kohaku skin a lot, solely because she's actually a sprite now. Like a living, moving sprite. Instead of just, you know, a PNG.
That's the highest rank.
She's a GIF file and not a PNG anymore. That and a lot of the other outfits are... Like, Kohaku's adorable. Love her to death. I don't view her in the way some of those outfits are at all. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of outfits for her in the game for doing the bosses in Boss Rush where I was like, where's the Sprite one and the Yukata one? Those are my favorite ones. Everything else I'm like, I understand it. Japan's weird with that shit. I'm not gonna get mad about it. I'm just gonna go, man, not on her. She's adorable. Protect her, man. Like, Kohaku deserves to be protected and nurtured, man. Like, she's great. Also, fuck this pit. Fuck this pit. I never died to this pit once. Why is it here? I hate coming into this room because of this pit. It has no effect on the fight. Why is it there? Why is there just the pit? Like, even when I first played this game, I was wondering why the hell is the pit there? What purpose does it serve?
Change my strategy.
Japanese pre-order rewards, loot all of them. International packages just pop. Like, listen, if it's of Lola or like Null or like Lumen, I'm like, alright, they're not pure child characters. But Kohaku was out here struggling, taking care of the other kids, man. Like that, and she's still not that old, so it's like, Again, I get it. Japan's way looser about that stuff. It's one of those... Not her. Don't attack Kohaku, I will cry.
We'll annihilate. Lola, limiters off.
Like, the way I feel about Kohaku is the way I feel about Rena from Higurashi. Like, I can admit the art of her is well drawn a lot of the time. If it's in any way horny, I'm like, that's adorable, put clothes on her. Not like this. There are characters that are literally designed for you to do that with, and you don't. Like, bro. This is not one of them entirely. Like, this is not one of them. No.
Congratulations on achieving the highest rank. I'm max rank.
I've realized the way to get max rank is to just not heal. Let me see if Mother is... Let me see if I can fight Mother in 1 health bar. Probably not, because it's 2 phases. I'll be shocked if I can. Oh yeah, I need the... yeah, I forgot about that move.
Elevating threat level.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember. She is in release everything. Wait, I can just do this. I'm an idiot. Rolling Ripper's like a lot safer. Ow. Miss Evil Lady inhabiting Kohaku's body. Please don't Wolverine me. Yeah, I'm not doing this in 1 health bar, but honestly, A lot of this could have been sidestepped if I just hyperguarded, honestly. This is my fault. But I don't want to hyper rely on it all the time. Oh wait, auto heal? Damn it. Damn it. Yeah. I'm dying. It's gonna be the lightning attack that screws me. That and that. Because the wind attack is fair, and then, you know... Yeah, there it is. Will I get the revive? No. I was praying on the revive. Like, you have no idea how much I was praying on that revive. Like, it's comedic how much I was like, the revive's got me, right? The revive's got me, right? Let's say wrong button. Oh yeah, I can't use that one because it's literally useless. Like this. Actually.
Elevating threat level.
Yeah, because if I can get it from there. Yeah, I can just hyper armor and then just keep blasting. I didn't think about that. If you can't tell, I don't often think, actually. Ow. Yeah, I must have leveled up last time I did that. Armor. Yeah, at this point it just becomes, what am I willing to armor through? Usually Fraser's used to doing nice. Of course, I can't have nice things. Aww. Hyper armor can't protect from death. Fair enough.
Check out this sofa. It's super comfy. Parallel worlds are amazing.
The electricity that you and Lola produce is exceptional.
Yeah, armor.
In what way is it different
You take
from the electricity in this world?
hyper armor literally makes you take 1 damage from attacks. Actually, can I see how much health I have? Meaning I took 429 damage. So the 1 killed me. But I feel like that's a pretty good place to end stream. It was, like, I made some progress. I played more than 1 game. I feel like it's like a good enough stream time. It's been like almost 4 hours. Well, hopefully I get in the groove of streaming again. I may have a job soon I may or may not. I'm hoping things go better for me, and I hope things go well for everyone in stream chat. Hope you guys have a good night, rest a good night, whatever, good week. See you later. Maybe I may have a job soon.